So then after that intro, it'll go to the finally found me, and then it comes back.
You ever see School of Rock?
Yeah.
Yo, you just reminded me of Jack Black so much when you did that.
And the legend of the rent was way hardcore.
And then he's like, you gonna come in there like,
well, there's just one problem there.
What do you say? The girl got it.
And is mine. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Athletic Aesthetic Podcast. My name is Vinnie. I'm your host. This is my co-host,
Trey Tizzle Tipton.
Trey Tizzle Tipton.
Nah, I don't know if I like that one, but yeah, Trey Tipton, you got it.
Season 2 here. This is episode 29, and you guys may have noticed something different.
Do they?
No, Trey did not get a haircut. Well, maybe he did.
I did, actually.
I haven't been tanning. We just have better lighting.
A lot better lighting.
I don't know. Maybe I look pasty. I don't know. I usually do.
That boy look like paper.
We're in Studio One.
One.
Let's just take a moment here.
It's a long time coming, huh? Long time coming. A lot of work put it. Thank you.
Shake my hand like Matt Canada does.
With aggression. A whole lot of aggression.
Bro.
Season 2, bro.
Season 2. We're in the new studio.
Sheesh.
A lot of you guys are watching going, are they renting a space? Did they get kicked out of their downtown space? No.
No, we built this thing.
This is ours. We built this.
With our hands.
We built this city.
On rocket, no. On coffee.
This city.
We built this city on coffee and what else? And Celsius. Not on rock and roll. I know that.
This is our studio, dude.
Studio One.
And we're going to get to share this with you guys. We're going to get to bring guests in here. We're going to get to talk to people like Brian Hess, like we have on here today. We're going to throw it to him, and he's really the mastermind behind this. He's who brought us together. He's who,
did all
made this studio possible
right.
through the Pavement Group and everybody who works with us here. But this is the first episode that we're doing in the new digs.
Come on.
And, man, it feels great. I'm really excited about it. I know you are too. And we have a great episode for you today. We're just gonna, we're gonna talk about a little bit of, what it took to build this.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of the behind the scenes, some of the mental things that we've had to overcome, in bringing this to fruition. And dude, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you too,
100%.
who have been watching this show, who have believed in this before, we had a desk like this or a studio or anything. So, shout out to you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Like this, I'm not bullshitting you. This channel's about to get crazy.
About to blow up.
Like it's about to get crazy. And I want you guys to be a part of it. So like, share, subscribe. Be the person in your friend group that puts your friends onto something new before it's cool. Like this is your chance. Be that person. Like
be that friend.
Hit them up and be like, yo, these dudes. Yeah, I'll give you the script. Ready? Yo, this dude. He started a podcast in his basement 2 years ago. And then this dude who he had a collapsed lung and all this shit happened to him at Pitt. Bro, they teamed up and now they're boys and now they got this crazy studio and now they're going to be giving back to the community and partnering with the Pittsburgh Steelers through their company they work with the Pavement Group. And
boom, bada, big, blick.
Bruh,
we're here.
Just send the text.
Man.
Invite someone.
Invite
Subscribe.
anybody.
Be
Boom,
a part
bada, bam.
of what we're doing.
Listen, say it with me. Boom, bada, bam. Say it one time.
You want me to say that?
Yep. Boom, bada, bam. Say it.
Boom, bada, bam.
Boom, bada, bam. We're in a new space. They don't know nothing about that.
That's what. Do you want me to repeat that as well?
Yeah.
No. That's
Can't do
too
it?
much.
Too much? Just do boom, bada, bam.
Boom, bada, bam.
I say it with aggression. No. Boom, bada, bam. Go ahead, say it.
No, I don't.
One time.
Boom, bada, bam. What are you getting out of me saying this?
Reason why I'm telling you to say boom, bada, bam, because look at it, bro. We started in a studio that was in the corner of the goddamn downtown, and now we're in our own studio where things are looking pretty. Everything around us is different. Colors are different. We painted walls in here. We put up, it's not even concrete. Those are bricks. We put up so many different things, bro. We did a lot of work in here to get where we're at right now.
Facts. It's been a journey, and we're going to get to share that with you guys throughout season 2 of this podcast. So we're ready to launch. We got great guests coming up. We got some episodes of you and I like we're doing right now. But whatever you guys are doing, make sure you're subscribed and follow us on social media at Athletic Aesthetic Pod. The only different social media is at Athletic AES on Twitter. We gotta get on Twitter a little bit more, but bro,
it's not even called Twitter anymore, is it? It's called
it's
X.
on X. My bad. That's how much I'm on the app, dude. I don't really use it.
Oh,
Do we need to
man.
be on that? If you guys are watching, would it be better if we're posting content on that? You let us know. But without further ado, here is episode 29, first episode technically of season 2 in the new studio, Studio 1. Trey, welcome, dude. Welcome to the studio.
Hey, we are Athletic Aesthetic one day.
And
We'll love you more.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the show. This is an amazing moment. We're here in Studio 1 for the first time, first episode. And I figured it would be better to start this episode by throwing it to the guy who's the mastermind behind all of this and ask him a few questions. You cool with that?
Let's do it.
All right, so without further ado, the
Brian Hess.
Man, I feel like I'm sitting so far away from you guys over here. It's like, what's up? I was
What's
just
up over
recording you over here on my phone. I got some perspective from over here.
nice.
Yeah, man, it is incredible to be in here. I'd say 99% finished, right? We're pretty close. It's functional. It's ready to go.
Yeah, so we have a
Swing sitting
shot.
over there on a folding table, but we got it rolling, right?
Swing, show them what it's looking like in here right now. This is like the most current, up-to-date view of where we're at. So we have some work to do. Obviously, we're still figuring this out. The desks are in. The desks are amazing. I'm humbled that we get to do our show from here. And Brian, appreciate you. Thanks. Welcome to your own studio, by the way. Pleasure to have you in here as a guest.
The man who pays all the bills in his own studio. Welcome to your own studio. Studio what?
Studio 1, man.
Studio One,
it's
baby.
It's good to be here. It's good to
Dude,
be here.
I know you have a crazy day. I couldn't do the first episode without asking you, why? That's the question I keep getting. Why does a paving company have a media center inside of it?
I think it's a fair question. I'm sure a lot of people think that, right? When they see some of the things that we're doing, they think about, the investment, first of all, that it takes to be able to do this, and more so than the money, the amount of time that it has taken all of us to invest to be able to make this possible. And I think, the simple answer is media is the future. It is the fastest way for people to get to know the human beings behind the company. And, for a person like myself that gets the privilege of leading a company with incredible people, investing any amount of money to be able to put those people on display and to put our culture and our people front and center of our company is a no-brainer, right? And so for us, this studio will hold a lot of things, man. It will set a lot of trends. It will set a lot of standards when it comes to how things are communicated, how things are marketed, how things are presented to our customers, right? How we present solutions to our customers. All of that will happen in this, whatever space this is, 20 by 30 room here. And so that's, it's a visionary type of thing. I've always known that media was a trend that we needed to be at the forefront of. And I'm proud to say, like, there's not another paving company in the country that has anything remotely close to this, right?
No.
And so, and I would say there's probably not a whole lot of companies, period, that have something like this. And, to be able to do it and to give you guys kudos and everybody that's worked on this, how many people have come in and out of here from building it to wiring it to setting up the automations to setting up the lights to setting up the desks, hauling these desks up here and putting them together, the team that it takes to do this, like, you can have a vision, but the only way that the vision comes to fruition is through having the right team and the right people, and then in turn, getting the privilege of putting those people on display.
Man, dude,
That's huge, man.
I'm honored to be a part of this. Like, this has been so much fun. It's changed my life. And the things that are, like you said, that are going to happen here are going to be life-changing for a lot of people. And so
100%.
to get to witness that, to get to really help build this thing has been awesome. I don't know how about you feel.
I mean, it's huge, bro. I mean, you'll never see anything like this within the area. I mean, I feel like it's a complete professional studio that not too many people will get a chance to use unless they find a way to
That's
get
not
in
true,
here.
Trey. Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 11.
True. I mean,
mean-
honestly, when you think about, like, I've been in a couple of those studios. I know you've
Yeah.
shot some stuff, and like, there's nothing different about the equipment,
100%. The difference is the access, right? Like, we're going to give people a real opportunity to come and use this space, right? In comparison to Channel 4, Channel 11, where it's just used by that company, people will actually get an opportunity to use Studio One. That is huge. Normal people, not people who are broadcasters or news reporters, normal people who genuinely have something to talk about.
Yeah, nothing but real stuff coming out of here.
You feel me?
What you just said is absolutely the future of media in this country. As people, reduce their trust or eliminate their trust for, the typical media, whether that's a newspaper or a television station, what will come out of here, man, is not influenced by money. It's influenced by people. And, that is, to me, it's the power of what is happening in the entrepreneur space is that we get the privilege, man, of bringing people in here who can tell their real story. And it's not about the people we agree with. It's about bringing all different aspects of backgrounds and people and opinions and being able to sit at this desk and have conversations that hopefully change the world.
Yeah. And so if you guys are with us, you've been with us up to this point, make sure you're following and subscribe to the Brian Hess channel on YouTube as well. We'll be doing some content. We've been doing content on that channel.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be seeing the Athletic Aesthetic brand on that channel as well as other ones that we have in the works here. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. And we got a lot of cool things coming. Brian, thank you for your time. I know you got a crazy day.
Thank you, Brian.
Call. Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Athletic Aesthetic podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Trey Tipton.
How are ya?
Today, we're going to be talking about...
Fuck if I know, nigga.
So do you think that should be the intro?
Hell no. Hell no.
Okay.
There's some things that we actually want to talk about, though, that's going on right now.
I think that was actually the intro, to be honest with you.
That shit, people would probably laugh. Like, we're fucking with you. We ain't gonna die.
Yeah, but no, I think it comes in with me being like, well, what should we switch up with? And then I just get into my, hello.
EA Sports.
Yeah. So then after that intro, it'll go to the, finally found me. And then it comes back.
You ever see School of Rock?
Yeah.
Yo, you just reminded me of Jack Black so much when you did that.
And the legend of the Ren was way hardcore.
And then he's like, you gonna come in there like,
well, there's just one problem there.
What do you say? The girl's got
And is mine.
You think you can't kick me out of the band? And then he said, you go. And he goes.
Melts faces. Dude. All right. It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
I think growing up that probably has a top 5
vibe, yeah,
for me. Like when I think about maybe not looking back on what are my 5 favorite movies from my childhood, but the one that I watched the most. For some reason, I feel like it was just a go-to. Everyone always liked it.
Really think about the concept of that movie, though. Like, if that happened in today's age,
Bro, back then I was like, no, he's not allowed to be in there with those kids.
Something's wrong here. Like, you really just gonna let my man sneak past all this?
He rolled off of a mattress on the floor in his apartment and then just pretended to be a teacher. And then they were just like, but the kids are good. Let him go.
Like,
one more song.
In today's day and age, bro.
Certifications.
No, forget certifications, no clearances. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, in today's day and age, that's probably more likely because you could just come in and be like, I identify as a teacher now. So,
just saying. Like, I am a teacher.
Yeah.
I have no clearances, no education on being a teacher. I'm a teacher now.
Yeah. That's just what it is.
Where's the world going?
I don't know.
Next segment.
No, dude, we're in a freaking studio. We just talked to Brian, we had to bring him in here because we have been working to set this thing up.
It's still not done.
And we thank you guys for being patient with us. We have decided to split the show into basically 2 seasons.
Yes.
And eventually maybe that won't be the case. Maybe eventually we'll get to a point where we don't have to take a break.
Right.
But right now, we're building something, and we've been building this, and we know we've been kind of quiet behind the scenes. We haven't been posting episodes, but it's because we've been gearing up to this. Like,
Right.
this studio is out of this world. It's like something that we could have never envisioned fully.
Oh, no.
So the fact that Brian kind of saw what I was doing with my show on my own, and he was like, imagine if we put some money to that. For me, the first year of doing the pod, I felt like I had to get a guest.
Right.
Because, I don't hold enough weight in my words. And then having you on, you were a guest. But then our conversation was what everybody was like, yo, you guys are talking about stuff that, I really relate to or really like enjoy watching. And then it clicked and I was like, dude, I don't need a guest every time. I got Trey.
Right.
Like, you brought the show to a new level. So now I'm like, dude, we have a studio that's
A real studio.
insane. We have, the blessing to use it.
Right.
And we have an audience now and a voice in this world. And so we're about to hit the gas, dude. What did Dion say? We ain't coming no more?
He said, we here. I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't see that
Bro.
that inspirational speech yet, man, you gotta make sure that you go see it, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, that had me ready to put the helmet back on, strap them up. Who's in front of me doesn't matter, man.
I was checking my eligibility. I got like 2 years left right now.
Hey, man, listen.
Do those expire?
But let's talk about it though, man. No, it don't. So you actually could go back.
I could go back. There was like a 50-year-old dude that went back to a D3 school when I
You
was
could go
playing.
back.
Hey, maybe that's if we hit 50 million subscribers, Vinnie will
go back to play
football.
I can't go back. I use literally every piece of eligibility I ever had.
If we hit, that's an insane number. If we ever hit 50 million subscribers, I will enroll at a college university.
Hold on. He must not have heard Deion Sanders. He said if. He said if we hit 50 million. We ain't coming,
Bro,
no Mo.
Listen.
We here. It's coming.
All right, I'm nervous now because if I had to enroll in college, that's $60K.
He said, I just got 2 new kids I didn't have a couple years ago.
I got to get a full ride out of this.
Oh, 100%.
Or at least, hey, can I be the first NIL sponsorship for a college athlete to pay for his tuition and room and board and everything all through a podcast sponsorship? Is that doable?
I mean, honestly, it might be with the NIL deal situation these days.
So, like, if I go to Prime and I'm like, listen, I just want to be your holder for an entire season. I want to hold the kicks.
That's it.
That's all I want to do. I'll train with the rest of the team. I'll lift every weight the team lifts.
I just want to hold
I'll
the
run
ball.
every sprint. I'll focus my life dedicated to holding footballs.
Well, here's the thing, though, and it's not like you look too old either, because kids nowadays look like grown men. So to be real with you, you look the age.
Yeah.
You look the part.
I got to slim down a little bit because I don't know, but it's not
Babies.
it's not a pretty sight if I was in like full spandex right now. You know what I mean? I got an extra 20 pounds on right now. I can't be looking crazy out there. I got kids like, that's my dad.
Hey, they call that baby luggage.
Oh,
That's what
bro,
that's
you
called
ain't
right
kidding.
there.
I issued this challenge to you it's not a challenge. It's for myself. Abs by Florida.
Abs by Florida.
We're going to Florida. You guys, if you've been watching, we did a live episode from our last TCS retreat.
In Las Vegas.
In Vegas. Our next one is coming up in January from Florida, and we have been asked to do another live episode. So that'll be kind of the summation of season 2, is we'll get to celebrate that there, and your boy's doing it shirtless.
Whoa.
At the pool.
At the pool.
I don't know if this is approved, but I'm going to have abs, and I'm going to be shirtless at the pool.
So that means I got to get on my stuff too then.
Yeah, you better, bro.
I got to come with it.
I told you I'm going to be the fastest shuttle time in the office by
I don't know
January.
why you keep lying to people. I don't know why you keep lying to
I haven't
people.
trained in freaking 10 years, bro, and I missed you by a 1/10 of a second.
Bro, I didn't even try. Let's get this on camera. I didn't even try.
Swing, I need to get you a mic, because this man...
I didn't even try. I want the camera to see it. I didn't even try. But you know what? He was fast. Don't get it twisted. Let me be real. You ran a fast time. And
What
you
was the
didn't.
time?
I don't remember. It was a good time,
Was
though.
it like a 4-1,
It was a good time, though.
4-2?
What's a shame is I ran a better shuttle time in pants and shoes than I did on my pro day.
Bro, this carpet, I'm telling you.
I'm telling
Get
you,
you
hey,
some like good change
hey.
of direction, speed, grip.
Listen, I felt like I was moving. I was like, wait, should I go back out and try for the team? And I was like, nah, your body's too old for that right now.
Hey, if there's anybody out there that has had a rough training camp, any NFL owners that, maybe you're a few receivers down,
Hey,
I also duel
little-
as a holder.
hey,
So
little yin and yang action right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do 2 jobs for the price of a quarter of one. Does that make sense?
Honest to God, bro, just put me on punt. That's all I want to do. Put me on punt. Let me go down there, either smack somebody or go put the ball back on the 10.
Dude, we were talking, after that Prime speech that we were talking
Oh,
about,
man.
bro. What were you saying about?
Kickoff, bro. I want the first kickoff. Helmet comes on. Give me the dark visor, by the way. Like, I want to go complete Darth Vader inside my head, and anybody who comes in my way has to die after that speech.
Yeah.
Like, that speech was a real life, like, this
Bro, that
is
was
Sparta type speech.
It was a movie. Like,
know?
it's Prime, so he's thought about that. They're gonna make a movie out of this at some point, and that's gonna be real footage from it. But like, he's gonna change college football. He already has.
Yes.
Did you see how much his son made in NIL deals since the TCU game?
All I'm going to say, he has an M behind his name, and that's an M.
A couple M's.
He has a couple M's. Shout out to DeMar Hamlin chasing M's because that kid's not just chasing
found
them.
him.
He found them.
Hey, bro, tomorrow he found him.
He found
Found those M's.
he found the M's. All right,
and-
he ain't chasing nothing no more.
Bro, think about this though. If they run the table and he's the Heisman clear-cut winner, is this dude close to $100 million in one season in college football in just NIL deals?
Let's talk about that. That's a young man. He's what, 22, 21?
I heard rumors, so who knows how much he actually, I'm not counting his pockets, but if he made like 2.5, okay, off of one game, you know how many companies are out there like, yeah, but let's see how this plays out. He wins another one.
And
he wins
another
another
one.
one. He passes for 500 again. Hunter's going crazy.
But you see on how it works though, like
Bro.
Coach Prime's making these kids love the game.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I've loved Prime since, I grew up watching him.
Right.
He was
Prime time.
who he was, and to see him, it's rare that a great player translates into a better coach. It's really rare.
Here's a problem. Let me tell you why there's a problem. Primetime's nickname is such a no nickname, but Shador and his brother Shiloh don't have nicknames. So if he's Primetime, what's Shador and what's Shiloh?
Prime, Shador and what?
Shiloh.
Shiloh?
Mm-hmm.
That's his name?
I think so.
Shiloh? Can we look it up? We have a producer to look shit up.
That's
right now.
crazy.
Hey,
Producer.
Swing, look that up for us, bud.
Let us know. Wow, you've
so-
come a long way. Let's think about, hold on. Before we get into the nickname, you've really come a long way. Like,
Yeah.
think about where you were literally almost a full year ago. You're what, 3 months from a full year?
Yeah, end of November, I think I signed the paperwork to start working here. And in that time, I didn't know the future of my podcast. Because bro, when you're editing it and shooting it and creating the content, you're the only person, you're booking the guests, and you're a full-time artist on top of that, money just don't come easy. It's
You
it's
had
a
to fight
lot
for that.
out, and if you're not painting, there's not anything coming in. So I had a moment where I was like, oh shit, I got a son on the way.
Right.
And I legit, I started praying. I actually started praying, God, I know that I'm on the right path. I know I'm doing the work that you want me to do. I see you evident in everything I'm doing, but things aren't really, connecting right now. So I need a sign or something that I'm doing what you're asking me to do. So give me a sign. And I swear the next week is when you called me and I met up with you and Brian. And I said to Brian at the dinner, I was like, bro, I have been praying for this moment. I don't want to be the guy on the first date that's a clinger.
Right.
But I was like, bro, we need to figure this out because you are an answered prayer. And the conversation we had and the vision he had, I'm like, okay, I hear you, God. I'm aligned. I see it. And it's humbling to sit at this day. It's actually impossible to feel the full weight of what this means. We've talked about it, I think, in past episodes, but you don't really know. You can't really fully process something until you've been through it. Then you can process
Right.
it. We're sitting here for the first episode right now. I might cry when this goes up.
It's wow, everything came back full circle, bro. complete full circle. Like, imagine this, right? A kid from Elizabeth Forward tells everybody, I'm going to make money and change my life off of doing art. Now, I put every every dollar, not piece, every dollar I have in my pocket that when you told your family, I'm going to make money being an artist, one day, they all looked at you like you were crazy.
Bro, I took my mom to Eaton Park, shout out, last week, and had to explain to her what my job is. Like,
wow,
this is what I do on a daily basis. Because when you're, I love my mom. That's not a knock on my mom. But she only knows, show up for 8 a.m.
Right.
You do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You get paid.
X, Y, and Z.
And then you go home.
Right.
Where when, my whole life, I'm 32. So, like, when I got out of college, I'm coming up on, like, a decade now of being out of college. And for the last 10 years, I've been just doing whatever jobs to, like, the constant's been the art. I've never stopped doing the art. I've only ever had jobs to support the art. But now I have a job that I'm doing this job because of the art. And they want me to do the art as a part of the job. So it's like now they go together, and that's a hard connection for a lot of people to make because it's like it's a paving company. So a lot of people get stuck in, why are you working? And we've said it before, but like, it's true. Like, why are you working for a paving company? Well, I'm not. I mean, I am. My paycheck has a paving company
but
logo
it's more
on
than
it.
that.
The Pavement Group is the company. But the guy who runs the company sits 20 feet over there.
Exactly.
And it's not a major company that you don't see the CEO.
You see him every day.
You're just showing up to work to punch a clock. No, like, I'm going into his office at 8:30 like, yo, boss, what do we got today? Like how do we
poppin'?
He's peeking at me right now. Like, literally right now. He's peeking at us. But, like, it's crazy. So, and I don't even know how we went off on that tangent, but, like, it's crazy.
And, bro, and this is the thing, though. Although people say it's a paving company, I think it's more like a dream factory. Because if you have a dream and you have something that you genuinely want to get done, this is the space for you to actually go follow your dreams, right? Where your dreams actually become goals. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people believe in that I have a dream, I have an idea that I want to do, but they never chase it. So therefore, you're just dreaming. You're still sleeping on yourself.
Yeah.
Right? When you make it a goal, you finally woke up, now you're living your life. So your dreams don't have to just stay dreams, they become goals. And you are a prime example of what it means to allow your dreams to become a goal. You see what I'm saying?
But
so
you are too, man, and that's why you make sense for the show because, like, how many people wrote you off after your second knee injury? How many people wrote you off after, like, because the truth is, like, most people who go to play college football and suffer the injuries that you suffered and, like, the hardship that you went through during that time, honestly, most of those people just fall into, a job after
100%.
They don't continue to, like, try to strive for something bigger than themselves.
100%.
Or if they want to, they don't really have a clear path to do it.
Right.
So, you got to give yourself a pat on the back, too, because I wouldn't be sitting here at this desk if it wasn't for you. So.
And hey, man, that all comes to God, bro. At the end of the day, bro, everything that's ever happened to me and has been able for me to be able to get out of it has come down to God. And I genuinely mean that. I hate the fact that we currently live in a society where they tell us that it's not okay to love your religion. To me, it's more important for me to say that God has every single thing to do with what we are doing right now than it is for me to say that I am the person that is creating this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, I prayed too. I prayed for the opportunity to be behind a great leader. I also prayed for the opportunity to be in a position where I can change my own life and had to stop relying on somebody else to change it for me. And everything's coming true, right? You prayed to come out of the situation that you were in. It didn't happen when you wanted it to, but it happened right on time, right? So it's hard sometimes to realize that the adverse situations are right on time.
Yeah, if this would have presented itself to me, like if I would have met you and Brian a year before, I would have had no idea how to work this relationship to be mutually beneficial. Like, I'd go in there and be like, I don't know, man. Let me, like, paint a couple of the walls, which is kind of what we started with. But, like, honestly, like, I wouldn't have taken that opportunity and been able to say, well, hey, I podcast too. Oh, you want to do media? Let me help with that. Let me help with social media. Let me help with X, Y, and Z. It's a testament to, like, when you feel that calling to bring it back to, like, a God thing, like, I really am a believer as well. I I felt like God wanted me. I hate when people like over spiritualize, like over Christianize, like Western Christianity type stuff. But like I really felt like I was supposed to start a podcast, and I had no idea why. I had no guess. I had no clue what I was going to talk about other than what I know.
Right.
And I just knew that it was going to lead to something. And so I think anybody can, watch this and realize like there's something on your heart that you're supposed to be doing that you're not, because you're like, well, I'm going to have to answer to my wife or my mom and figure out like, well, yeah, you're putting in an extra 10, 15 hours a week doing this now, but you're not getting paid. So tell me how that makes sense. Well, hi.
I'm doing it now.
It's here. Like, we're here, dude. It makes sense. It's not going to make sense up front.
Right.
It's not going to make sense. You can relate it to sports, too, I'm sure.
Hey, man, listen, crazy makes history. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like, if you're not considered crazy by somebody, then you're probably not doing something that's worth paying attention to. And that, to me, is, like, the most important for us, is because I guarantee people look at Brian Hess right now and say, this man's out of his mind.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're at a paving company with an athlete and an artist. Where do these kids fit in? Like, it doesn't, and we consistently laugh about it, talk about it on our show, but I don't think people really understand on how crazy it is, because you look at the industry that we currently work with and the people that we're with, it's really not that far off. Like, there's guys who are in the pavement industry who have a creative side to them, right? And there's guys who were once athletes.
Right.
And it all translates over. So it's all about how you translate your life into the new realm that you're walking into. And I feel like we've done a great job of being able to do that as a collective. You know what I mean? Right now we're working on something that is different, bro. Yeah. Like, you have to be here to understand it. Like, it's really different. It's not normal.
It's crazy. What are you most excited about? Like, being in the studio, season 2 of the podcast. You're coaching right now. We're in the middle of, you're going into what, week 3? You guys are 2-0?
Yeah.
What are a couple things Trey Tipton's really looking forward to this fall?
This fall specifically is growth. That's the biggest thing, man. Is every single day that I come in here, every single day that I go into being a coach, is how can I grow my kids, but also how can I grow as a man? And that's the biggest focus right now, man, because there's so many different things moving right now, so many different challenges, so many new things. We got people coming on the show that are, honest to God, you'd have never thought that you'd be speaking to, you know what I mean? So it's like,
it's really cool.
Everything's about growth, and then on top of that, how to handle that growth, right? How to handle your blessings, because as of lately, man, sometimes the devil will do anything to you to allow your blessings to go away. You know what I mean? You can see him right in front of you. Like the other day, as we talked about on the show before, people were just randomly pulling out in front of you just to pull out in front of you.
Bro, that was a weird time.
Come on, bro. And it's been happening so many times as of recently since you said it to me.
Did we tell that story on here?
I don't think we did. I don't think we said it out loud. Did we?
I don't know. If we did, it was wild. I forgot about that.
Bro, I think about it every day. It's crazy because, like, I now see the different things that the devil or the negativity in my life is trying to put in front of me to stop me from getting to those blessings. And now they're working harder than they ever have, but God's also working harder than he's ever had. So, like, in my life right now, bro, I can feel my angels fighting my demons and my demons losing to my angels.
There's spiritual warfare everywhere.
Everywhere,
in this
bro.
World. And, like, the more you pay attention to it, like, the more you actually start to forecast it a little bit.
Right.
And you're like, okay, like, this doesn't trouble me the way it used to, because I know this is actually supposed to happen. Like, it's weird to feel comforted that you know that evil's supposed to happen.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's like, I want to think that evil doesn't happen. That's more comforting, but it's actually not. When you realize the fact that evil happens allows for an opportunity for good to shine through and win. And, like,
opportunity.
If you don't see it, you can get lost in it.
100%. And with every evil, there's a good. That's why there's a yin and yang symbol that equals balance. So when something negative's coming to you in your life, right, you know something positive's coming on the back end if you create it. Some people sit there and they dwell in their past, you know what I'm saying, dwell in the negative energy. But if you realize that every negative thing that you're going through allows balance in your life because something positive's coming from it, then that's when you look at every negative situation as an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, we all face different trials, bro. Like, every single day we walk in here, it's a different trial and tribulation. You know what I'm saying? But is that an opportunity or is that a loss?
Yeah.
To me, that's an opportunity. There is no losses. There's only lessons.
Yeah. No, I mean, I couldn't say it any better myself, dude. Like, this whole thing has been wild. And, I wanted to make sure that we launch our season here from the studio. We have a couple episodes that we're going to be doing. I think next week, I believe, we're going to be dropping an episode with a special guest from the Pittsburgh Steelers that we recorded and prior to the season. So we'll be dropping that next week. So you'll see us here, you and I, doing some episodes from here. We'll have some guests, kind of like how Brian was sitting at the desk over there, or however we can figure this in here once we get it fully set up. But you'll also still see us downtown doing some episodes from the set that we have down there. We still have that set up, so we'll be hopping back and forth. But right now, this is headquarters. This is really exciting.
Studio One, bro. If you haven't seen it, you'll see it soon. I promise that you guys will get a chance when it's fully finished. We'll come out with some cool oddball video to make sure that you guys get a chance to see how cool this place is. But ultimately, stay tuned, stay locked in, man, because this is just the beginning. And we ain't coming no more.
We here.
We here.
We here.